greetings, and oh, let's get over this. Let's play Icewind Dale with the Heart of Winter expansion. I just recorded another part of Equinox, which was much more enjoyable. And then again, if a grizzly comes in here and kicks me in the balls, it would be much more enjoyable than this game. Anyways, I finally found all the badges after having to kill almost all the Snivelin, or however the fuck they are called. Do I care for them? No. Why? They're just gnomes. Why should I give a fuck about gnomes? Okay, I need to enter the chapel, where I could open or close something with all these badges. And I hope by doing that I can finally confront the final boss.
I see.
Who will most likely rip my heart out, shit in the open wound, put the heart back, and then kill me. But anyways, I'm so going to enjoy this. This is awesome. Yes, I can now close all of these things. Fun. Closed. Closed, closed. 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 Dun 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 dun. What if this guy wants to come down to take a piss or something? Does he always have to call his lieutenants? Hey, can you open this door, please? That would be awesome. Final fight? Final confrontation. It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of... What the fuck are you?
How are you today?
I'm doing okay, I guess. Drop the egg, Pocolin. I'm sick of all these charades. I've been hacking through enemies for days, weeks, just to get out of these damned mountains. I'm not about to let a crazed man in the bloody Ilmaterian high priest robe stand in my way.
Oh, I'm sorry, but war and charades are the only two games I know how to play. If they are not to your liking, I'm afraid you'll be ill-equipped to play the game that's about to begin.
Cut to the point, Pocolin.
After centuries of Elanarae's laboriously worded speeches and delusions of grandeur, it is a welcome change
I cannot just throw a fireball in his face while he's talking.
From an enemy. Thank you for disposing of her, by the way. Her speeches were quite tiresome, and she suffered her defeats so poorly.
What are you up to, Pocolin? Why the spine of the world?
The only thing really standing in the way of my conquering this territory was Elanarae. When you killed her, you removed the largest obstacle in my campaign.
Dude, I just walked in there and annihilated her. How could you not defeat her? Just send down of your bone sentinels or bronze guardians over there. They would have killed her most likely.
As you probably already know, my arrival in this world was a result of conflict with my ancient adversary.
I don't give a shit.
I was exiled from my home plane when my vendetta with Elanarae got, as my superiors said, out of control. As soon as I arrived in this world, I knew that Elanarae
Can we just get over this?
After all, what's a few thousand years and a billion miles between old friends?
Yes.
I sought out a base of operations from which I could start.
Malini, could you please cast a spell on this guy? Could you please cast a silence spell on him?
I heard something calling to me from a distant glacier. It was this. Gren Shiniban. It's an artifact so old that it makes me seem young. A crystal shard with magical powers of such magnitude that Kaldahar's Heartstone gem looks like a child's toy. Just having it in my possession caused the monstrous creatures of this land to leave their ancient homes and seek me out.
I just found
Its
it
other
laying
powers
there.
are too numerous to mention.
Yes.
Despite the fact that the shard has a somewhat overbearing personality, our plans seem to coincide. As for my lieutenants, they were easy enough to find. All of them were eager to join my cause, except for poor naive Brother Padium. The guise of an Ilmatarian revered brother was perfect for traveling and gathering information in Icewind Dale. The form was easy enough to assume.
Blah,
The information
blah,
inside of Padium's
blah.
head allowed me to flesh out the role. Everything was going well until that annoying Arendelle and your good friend, the late Hrothgar, decided to investigate Exonomai's poorly veiled activities in Dragon's Eye. If that idiot had been a little more clandestine in her business, no one would have suspected. To stall Exonomai and seal off Icewind Dale, I used Cranshinaban to freeze the passes, but not quickly enough to prevent Hrothgar's band from starting their expedition. I had Craig Frostbeard and his giants cause the avalanche that crushed Hrothgar, Acalia, and those other fools. After that, I didn't really care what you were doing until you seized the Heartstone gem from Exonomai. I thought that Arendelle would be the only person capable of using it. When I killed him, I thought the threat was ended.
No.
I certainly didn't expect you to take the gem to Laurel in the Severed Hand. Very clever. Unfortunately, your actions since that event have been
I slaughtered all of your army. What the fuck do you want from me?
During your extended bloody trek through Upper Dawns, Worm's Tooth, and Lower Dawns, I was building up forces elsewhere, outside of East Haven to be specific.
I don't give a flying fuck.
You see, the destruction of my forces here simply prevents me from having reserve troops during my conquest of the Dale. It's a good thing you can't see East Haven now. It would probably break you to see how easy it is to crush houses and cause temples to explode. Everything you've done is pointless.
Okay, let me get this straight. 101 storytelling. I don't give a crap about East Haven. Shall I tell you why? Because there was no storyline or backstory. My party of 6 were just there. They were, I think, just wandering travelers since Hrothgar, or whatever his face is, greeted me and told me about his rules and stuff. This would be like if I... how to put it? If I drive to a village I've never seen and then I volunteer to help them and someone destroys the city. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, there were no people that were relatives to me. There were no one I cared about. I talked with 3 villagers. Should I really care that East Haven is destroyed? No. Continue.
I am the beginning and the end of this story. I, and only I, will determine how it plays out.
Okay, you cast... what do you cast? Mass acid arrow on him.
May I help?
I'm here. Give the word.
Attack.
Time to trim this one down to size.
Enough! Okay, the burden spell. What exactly are your horses sentries? Oh well. I guess it's better to just barely injured.
I know
Wait.
this is a bad time, but I will assist you.
Where's he gone? Great, and now I have to read through all of this again, no? That's what I hate. We couldn't just save after this blah 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 blah
My
blah.
pleasure.
Oh well, let's do it the cheating way.
I'm here.
You buff up this. Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Fuck it.
May I help?
Give the word. What do you want?
So, can you hurry up? Thank you.
Yes. My pleasure.
Greetings, child.
Yeah, stop the egg.
I'm sorry, but war and charade after centuries. Thank you for disposing of. The only thing, as you probably, I was as soon as I saw it.
Blah blah
It was just
blah blah
this
blah
as the
blah
guys,
blah.
the information, everything was.
I
if that
don't
to stop.
give
I had
a
after that. I
crap
thought that I said
to
that during
this.
your so you see, it's a good
Sheesh,
thing. I
even-
am the beginning and the end of this story. I and only I will determine how
burning
it plays
blood spell.
out. Goodbye.
And he used
I'm here.
dimension door.
Yeah. Har har har.
Hurt. Very good. Is he dead?
In the heat of the battle, the twisted priest of Ilmater stumbled, gripping his chest as if mortally stricken. A faint glow began to emanate from the crystal that hung round his neck. Suddenly, the entire cave was engulfed in an explosion of blinding light. When the light finally died, the party discovered that they were no longer within the dark passages of Dorn's Deep. As they struggled to regain their bearings, they realized that they had been returned to the town of Easthaven.
Yay.
But this was not the sleepy fishing village they had left so long ago. Enchantment had fallen over the town, encasing what remained of the shattered homes and buildings in a prison of solid ice. At the center of the destruction, upon the very spot where the Temple of Tempus once stood, rose a massive tower of crystal.
Oh yeah. More game. Woohoo. That's a bad joke, or please tell me this is a bad joke. It is a bad joke. No, it's not a joke. It's really. You may not rest here. Good. Why? Why can I not rest here? Why? Can you please tell me why the fuck I can't rest here?
How may I best serve?
I'm ready.
I am ready as always.
What the fuck is this Cyclops?
You want me?
We won't attack
I
him.
see.
At your service.
And he will most likely kick our ass.
My pleasure.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Oh yes, I'm here. fire. Wait, there's the second one.
What do you need done?
Next one.
Hooray!